guys, so this is an updated foundation tutorial. I'm just going to take you through the steps that I do when I'm doing my foundation on a daily basis, what I've been doing lately. So I start with just a clean face. I do my moisturizer, my treatments, everything else. And then the first thing I put on is my oil-free foundation primer. I've been using Laura Mercier's. There's a ton of other ones that I love too, but I just do about that much. Kind of just concentrate it more on the areas of my face that get the oiliest, because that's where you really need the primer, and that's going to help it really smooth out your skin and keep everything in place and keep your foundation from getting cakey later in the day. Now I use the oil-free because I have a tendency to get a little bit oily. If you have drier skin, you could use Laura Mercier's regular foundation primer. I used that for a long time and I really liked it. I just find that the oil-free one gives me the kind of finish that I like. And then the next thing I've been doing recently, just because I have a sample of it and I've been loving it, is the Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer with SPF 20 in Illuminating. So it's kind of got a really luminescent finish to it, and it's kind of gorgeous underneath your foundation. So it's like this color, it's kind of just a nude color, and you're not really going to be able to see it as well as I'd like. No, it's not really going to work, but it's very luminous and adds just a little touch of color, but not so much that it's overwhelming. But again, I kind of put that in those same areas, and it kind of keeps everything, even though it's going to be matte, it keeps everything looking dewy. And that reflection can kind of smooth out imperfections on your face. So that's why I love to use it. And then the foundation I've been using is Even Better from Clinique. And I did a review on this a while ago. I just love it. I've tried a million other ones. I was using a few different ones, trying them all at the same time, some Dior, Chanel, and this one is still my favorite. So I use it in shade 2. Fair, and I'm using a Cargo foundation brush, but any sort of synthetic foundation brush is great for putting this on. I wouldn't use a sponge just because it is pretty sheer. And again, I put this more central to my face and then blend it kind of out. I don't need as much coverage on the outside of my face, like long here, so I don't put a whole lot there to begin with. And I just add it a little bit at a time so I don't end up with too much all at once. And as for concealer, I don't use under eye concealer. I'll show you what I do in a second. So the next thing I do, and you've probably seen this before, is I take this is an arts and crafts brush. It's like a foundation brush. It's just synthetic. I just use it with my Clinique Transparency 2 powder. It's a light pink translucent kind of powder that is perfect for setting foundation under the eyes. So I just take some of this, quite a bit, pack it in. There's a sifter, so you got to get some product on top of that. I'm going to tap a little bit off and just press it like this under here. You want to kind of pat it and set it in. So you can see it's really kind of brightened it up, but it's not, once we kind of blend it down, it's not going to look this light. Then next I take just any sort of fluffy powder brush, and my favorite setting powder is the Almost Powder Makeup from Clinique. It's really supposed to be a powder foundation, and I use the shade Fair. Now any powder foundation will pretty much work for this. I like, for drugstores, I like the one from Maybelline. They make a great one. It's going to be a little bit chalkier. This one goes on so smooth. It's really my favorite for the price. It's such a good value. And the nice thing about a powder foundation is you can wear them on their own if you like just a lighter coverage. I like to set my foundation in them because it gives you an extra layer of kind of evening. So I take that, just swirl that on, and then lightly kind of swirl it on my face. And I put most of it right on that T-zone section. To kind of blend it out everywhere. Like that. And then blend it down. And this stuff you can kind of get carried away with. Like, the more you put on, it's going to get powdery at a certain point. So you want to kind of stop as soon as you've covered everything within a light layer of it. And then you can kind of go back through under your eye and blend that all. Or you can leave it there to catch any fallout from your shadows and kind of sweep it away at the end. But that's my basic foundation. That's how I get my face to the first step. This isn't with blush. There's no blush. I don't have my eye base on or anything like that. That's just my foundation routine. So I get it to match the rest of my body, and then it's basically a canvas to get ready for everything else. So I hope this is helpful. Thanks, guys. Bye.